Here we are again, having mugged up the first time. Hello, Anthony.
Never mind. It's all good.
It's all good. It's going to happen. Yeah, okay. So anyway, we are here today for a Q&A on whatever day it is. I think the 7th of May.
7th of the 5th, 2025.
Just having come through the 5-5 portal. And we've got a Q&A. Anthony's got some questions. And we probably the group of 100 and the group of 1,000 are going to come through and answer those for us today. So off we go. Dear ones, here we are with you again. Blessings upon you, blessings on all who are listening, and blessings on this wondrous planet at this time as it bursts forth into its lighted being, and all the old is peeled away and released from the depths where the dark has been held, and everything is releasing into the light within each human being and within Gaia and the planet herself. So, Anthony, what questions do you have for us today?
Yes, thank you, and welcome. Okay. You have mentioned before in an astral channeling session, as we have repressed DNA from 24 down to 2, and this is now unraveling and coming online for those working deeply within this field. That we also need to rest. Also, this alignment is to occur within the solar flash period. The upgrade is to occur will be 12, 24, and some to 48. So my question is, will there then be 12, 24, and 48 peoples be on separate timelines, similar to trains at the station, all with new adventures and journeys to experience? So you'll only be interacting with people on your train, or is there a period of overlap to allow train ride upgrades?
Yes, indeed, each soul group will be very much in their own, what you would call timeline. Yes, it is only a handful, as it were, metaphorically, of highly developed ascended souls who will be reaching, for example, the 48, even the 24. And these will be, as it were, people with very expanded, as it were, superpowers, yes? So these ones will be very much in their own sphere, as it were. The mass population that moves into the alignment of the 12, indeed there will still be a huge leaping forth of the new human at this stage, and all the latent gifts in the human body will come online, and indeed there will be telepathy, and there will be rememberings, there will be full rememberings of past lives, there will be full remembering of self for those who are indeed due to regain this full expansion. This full expansion does happen at the time of the flash. Prior to that, however, people are unraveling aspects of the DNA daily. And currently in these very intense solar frequencies, which are not the flash, but getting very near to, shall we say, these energies are certainly cleansing and clearing the DNA on quite a radical level at the moment. And so, yes, there will be different timelines. The higher beings can and will be able to access and visit the lower. So, for example, if you were to be a 24-strand DNA, have that activated, you would not necessarily be visible in the realm of the 12 DNA folk, but it is possible to appear in that world or to choose to return to that frequency, for example, to offer teaching. This is our understanding of how it will work on these levels.
Okay. Interesting. Another question then. When this solar flash occurs, I think a major shock for people will be the realization that we are connected to everything. Everything is connected to you. Everything is a one thing from a different point of view. With this experience, you come to realize that everything is the product of that one unconditional, unsupported thing that we call God or the creative force. It is everything to everyone. It is the energy, it is life, everything is made out of it. Then allowing and letting that in to experience synchronicity in a way that will blow people's minds. It will be a magical event. Are you able to comment on this?
Yes, dear one. We are interested in the energetics of your question and the formulation of the question, because indeed the energetics of the flash cannot really be described or given an answer to a question which is formulated in this way because it is a question that is coming from mind.
Right.
And any question will be coming from mind in the 3D, you understand.
Yeah.
Whereas the reality that you describe so beautifully, yes, but of course, our being felt the energetic when you said this will be a shock for people. But in truth, the flash is a moment of divine blessing. It is a moment of profound arrival in this place that you talk about, this place of unity. It is a place of deep ease and a knowing beyond all knowing, and understanding beyond all previous understanding. This is why it cannot be described using the current language in truth. It is an energetic which is the heart of God. It carries this one, as she's feeling it, bliss frequencies which are beyond anything that a human being has encountered to date. And at this level of transcendence, at this level of homecoming, there is no questioning, you understand. There is no, oh, can I let that in or should I keep it out? We are way beyond by then. We are simply in a new realm of being. This is the time where these questions are being addressed, because we are in the year and the time that has been told of, where the people of planet Earth must choose, are choosing, there is no must, are choosing the timeline that they wish to travel on. And so, as some beings will address this through mind, they may try to address it through mind. You know, do I want to be on the ascension path and do that work, or do I want to not? In truth, even this is beyond mind, is it not? Is it it is a primal coding, we would suggest. It is, in most cases, something that the soul is totally cognizant of. The soul has made this choice. And really what is happening is that in the majority of cases, the soul has known whether it will be remaining or leaving planet Earth at this time. And it knows it with a deep recognition, and even if the choice is to leave through illness or death or whatever form, there is a certain ease about the choice for this timeline because the soul knows it and has made it. There is, of course, those who may be changing, and this is the window of time in which people who perhaps had thought that they may go are now being given the opportunity to decide, well, actually, I may stay. Or likewise, those who had thought, I think I'll stay, I'm here for the whole journey, I'm here for the ascension path, but actually their bodies have become tired and they may decide to leave. So there is this floating group, we would say, of people choosing one way or the other in the context of a much wider reality, which is the choosing. This is a time of the choosing. And of course, this is generally being done on subconscious level, again, not the levels of thinking. So when you say, will people handle it, or will they understand, or will they choose it? To some extent, this is taken out of your hands, certainly out of the hands of the ego mind. All that is asked at the moment of the flash, the soul will be asked, are you choosing to stay? Are you choosing to move now into this new timeline? And this is the moment that the soul will say, yes, I choose this. Or to say no, if you do not choose it.
Mm-hmm.
And it is all happening literally within a flash and instantaneously. And it has been said that at the time of the flash there will be a great physical heaviness descending on each person. And it will be this that in a way drops the physical being into sleep, to the ground, to rest, to literally move into a deep state of whatever you want to call it, alchemy, comatose, deep rest, for this period which has been suggested as 3 days of time where the energetics of the planet are fully rebooted. And indeed, on the emergence out of this state of sleep, of deep inner traveling, of deep stillness, of deep recalibration, this is when the eyes will open to the new world. And yes, it is different, but you are in it. You are not thinking about it. You are not aspiring to it. It is you. You are it. So the oneness that you have so beautifully described is the core of the reality. And so the aspects of you, as it were, dealing with this will also contain all of the depth of understanding and knowing and cognizance able to handle this, if that makes sense. So it is a full package. It is indeed the shift of the ages. And so this is why when we talk about the preparation, as many are urging currently, that now is the time to prepare mentally, particularly, spiritually, to prepare the soul, to prepare the being for this time of shifting. And in a way, your question asks this, how do we even do the preparation, let alone, we have answered how to arrive into the new state.
Mm-hmm.
But the preparation also is there much point in the thinking? The thinking, the over analyzing, any anxiety, this is unfortunately pulling your frequency down and away from the state that we would hope that you can be in at the point of the flash. Because, of course, we want ideally as many people planetary wide vibrating at their very highest at this point of the flash. Indeed, the flash can only come when there are significant numbers of the beings vibrating at their highest. So this is why, as a daily practice, we are encouraging to, and it is said on so many channels at this time, to put the feet in the earth and to sit under the tree, almost like it almost becomes, it sounds repetitive and somewhat simplistic, but the truth of it is that it is describing a state which is basically saying, relinquish the mind. However you do it, you know, listening to music, swimming in the ocean, laughing with friends. It does not have to be just sitting under the tree or lying on the grass, but it is about entering the present moment and allowing joy and delight to become the currency of the now. And because these are high frequency states, and they open all the portals within your being to get you into readiness for this transition, which, yes, could come any day, any week, any month from here on.
So basically the solar flash is getting a lot closer right at the moment.
It is indeed getting closer. We feel it. We are intuiting the energetics of it. For those of you who are feeling these very, very fine solar rays, the fact that there is a massive coronal hole that has been found at the moment, the fact that the earth changes, that there are, of course, earthquakes happening and more predicted worldwide. This is the shifting of the earth. As you will probably be aware, once upon a time, this time was predicted to be accompanied by extremely cataclysmic changes that would indeed, there would be much loss of life, and there will still be loss of life, but of course this ideally is all again chosen by the soul, and at this time, and yes, these changes are the earth in her deep alchemical shift, bringing in the new, cleansing out the old. This must happen fully before the planet can really move into its pure highest light.
Very good. I have another question. Part of the world's problems stem from the fundamental delusion of our mind. Example, I'm a limited person in this body. This leads to perpetual dissatisfaction. Even when you have some pleasure, then you have people that grasp at what they want and push away what you do not want. A pleasure principle that avoids pain. We are truly believing we are this character. We suffer and create suffering in the world. This is a materialistic drive to have it all. But even if we have it all, we would not be satisfied due to the separation of the source from our lives.
Yes. Indeed. Indeed. And indeed, we are feeling, especially today with the profound shift that has happened through this 5-5 portal, where humanity has truly been lifted up into the light, if you can feel it in these last days, starting from the Easter shift and moving through. all these very, very profound planetary shifts and changes that are happening in this month of May 2025. This is such a lightening, and already we are noticing that what you describe, Anthony, as we have shared and talked with you in other dialogues, that yes, has been a real way of life for the human, and it has been propagated and advertised by the dark ones that you must be concerned with these material items, and in great pressure, great encouragement to spend, to buy, to worry, to go for the best deal, to do this, to do that, to get very busy in your thinking with these material concerns, because they pull you out of your connection with Source. It is not to say that money is not of God, that wealth is not of God. Of course, this is all highly compatible. And as the finance and the abundance starts to flow on the planet, hopefully it will arrive in its destined way to the humans, and it will bring with it joy. So even when people are working out what to do with their new abundance, they will not be doing it from a place of scarcity or fear, which has been the pattern that has gone hand in hand with this program that you have so described. This pattern of we must build, and we must be better than, and we must struggle, and we haven't got time to feel, we haven't got time to pray, we must keep working to build the bank account. Of course, what we are describing, that this portal energy is making it very clear now across the whole planet. The energies, the doorways are there for each individual to walk through at this time, to see what you have described as no longer valid and valuable in their life. To choose at this exact moment of time, I choose the higher highway. I choose the higher strand of frequency, which says to me all wealth and all abundance is the infinite supply of the Creator. And that if I move into trust at this time, I can trust that divine abundance is always mine, because actually it is the divine birth rate of my sovereign new human self. The old human is the one that was imprisoned by these values you speak of, that was controlled, that the dark ones, the controllers, were able to control mankind through these values and these programs. And indeed, this is not the way it will be in the future. This planet is going to be one of shining resonance, especially on the highest timelines. And there will still be those who, of course, who cannot make the move to the shining timeline, as it were, and they will have their own timeline provided for them. And those who really choose to stay amidst the dark and are fully entranced and have given their power over to the inorganic AI, etc., they will be on a very particular timeline. But for those who are able especially to step through the portal into the light, away from anxiety, away from the need to control every aspect of their lives, willing to move out of unhappiness, willing to move away from those who no longer resonate with them and for them, willing to say, yes, these people are no longer defining my highest me. This job is no longer pulling the best out of me, is no longer resonating and calling forth that which is seeking to be called forth within me. So I can step away at this time and trust that I will get the call to pick up and travel. I will get the call to meet this new soul who I will resonate with. These are the sort of energies which are coming in now to encourage beings to truly jettison that which is aligned with all of these old thought forms that you describe, Anthony. Does this make sense?
Yes, yes, very much so. Yes, yes. This is a slightly different question. We've had the largest response from people on the YouTube channel, and Sylvia's channel, and where you've been coming through, is the pineal healing meditation and the pineal healing activation.
Yes.
So my question is, other than going back and listening carefully to these sessions again, I'm sure that you would obviously recommend this. Is there any other advice you can give regarding this topic? As an example, is there dietary things that can be done to help with this process, or anything else that you think that's relevant?
Yes, well, of course, this is generally, clean it up time.
Hmm.
And this really does go across the board here, Anthony. Yes, of course, it is about the dietary aspects. But again, it is more specifically, these chemical components that we have talked about, the fluoride and other heavy metals in the body that have been put in the food and designed to pull down the highest frequencies that the human body is capable of. And so we are going to add a little bit to this now, as you have asked. So we would just say that yes, pure water is an essential at this time. Pure water, please. Pure organic food is going to help with the detoxification and the rising of the frequency with the whole body. This is not to say that you cannot eat the meat, for example, but it must be organic and ideally loved beasts that have surrendered their lives, yes. And so it is just purifying. Many will be drawn to just eat less, to drink more, to perhaps live on the water, to perhaps live on the breath, to perhaps do surrender the animals. Each will be called to do their own layers of purification. But the bottom line ones we suggest at this time are indeed the pure water and certainly the heavy metal detoxes. Just a basic detox for those who have heavy livers and heavy hearts. There are many, many, many liver and heart liver detoxes. As the liver detoxes, it takes the stress off the heart. So this is a very important first layer detox to enter into. And beyond that, and particularly affecting the pineal, we do seek to get these minerals, the minerals, the good minerals into the body and the heavy metals out of the body. So if you just go online and seek some very, very good quality heavy metal detoxes, we do encourage the embarking on this path at this time. For example, on another simple level, we do encourage you all to look at your teeth. For those of you who are still carrying the amalgam in the mouth, please understand this is one of the most toxic metals that you can carry in your body. The mercury in the amalgam fillings is one of these heavy metals that is desirous of being cleansed from your body at this time. And if you seek out the holistic dentists or dentists, it is a very careful process and it must be done correctly, and it can be a little expensive, but certainly it is life-changing in terms of getting these heavy metals out of the body. We are also reminding you now too about the power of the EMF frequencies, your cell phones, your Wi-Fi, as best as possible to cleanse your space. This means protection There are these gadgets you can buy which give sometimes a whole house protection against these negative frequencies that are carried both in your phone, in your Wi-Fi, and indeed much technology. So this is the cleaning of your field. We do very much recommend at this time. This is why another aspect to why the walking in nature is so deeply encouraged at this time, because nature will cleanse your field. And for those of you overburdened by these energies that come from technology, nature will cleanse and rebalance you. This is a shortcut, as it were. You would need to do it every day if you were using it without any devices to assist your home. But for those of you who have found a balance of nature in your lives and who also have some tools to help you, there are these, the name is not coming to us at the moment, but there are these sort of pyramids full of filings, metal filings, and these are very good for balancing the frequencies of the home. You can find these. They have a special name which we cannot find at the moment. So these are many beneficial tools for balancing these adverse frequencies. So we have this, we have the waters, we have the heavy metal detox, we have the cleansing of the EMF rays and frequencies, and the grounding, always the grounding of the feet in the earth. And finally we will add to this the listening to the high frequency sound, which you can find in many forms simply by putting on YouTube. There are the fine chimes, there are the solfeggio frequencies, the 5 to 8 hertz, etc. There are the ringing of the bells, there are the Tibetan flutes. These are ancient healing frequencies designed to raise your frequency. For those of you with a taste for heavy metal music, be aware this is also putting denser, darker frequencies into your body. The frequencies beyond a certain range and certain lower frequencies, which are found in certain forms of music, are actually creating dis-ease in your body. So this is why if you are passionate about certain of these denser forms of music, this includes a lot of the techno. Any music that is inorganic is going to contain within it frequencies which ultimately are partially harmful to the body. So we do encourage that in your listening, that you feed your ear, you feed your higher sensibilities with as much healthy organic frequency as you can find. And this includes walking in nature and listening to the trees and hearing the roar of the ocean in real life, and even the sound of this, the sound of whales, all the sonar of these cetacean family. These are all healing frequencies which will support the awakening and the clearing of the ear right through to the pineal gland at this time. We are complete with this for now.
Fantastic. Is there anything else you'd like to cover off as a final?
No, we are feeling
summary?
it's time to release channel. Any last words for today? Do not underestimate, dear ones, the change which is in you and around you at this time. We are there. The storm that has been predicted, the shift which has been long awaited, we are there. It is happening. It is time to open yourselves to these beneficent forces and to release anything in your system that does not allow you to flow freely into the new, whether it is a thought form, a programmed thought form, an ancestral thought form, any beloved pattern of operating in your life which makes you feel safe but really is not giving you ultimate health. We encourage you to be honest and to lovingly look at yourself in self-love and ask, is this serving me, and can I release it at this time? Do not be afraid by what you see. Do not be afraid by these somewhat cataclysmic shifts in your political environment, in these great changes being brought in by the strong leaders of the light. Do not be afraid by any of these shifts. They are leading to new formations in your world which are not clear yet. It is understandable that you could feel fear. So all we can say is, please at best receive everything that is going on in neutrality. Find a place of calm within the storm. Become the watcher, and do not let anything rile you at your core. Simply watch, be patient, look for the light, keep the frequency high, and know that this extraordinary time on your planet is leading to wonders and great gifts of beneficence you cannot imagine, but please try to imagine, because and open your hearts to the new. This is what we wish for you at this time. And know that there are such beings of light. All of your galactic families, your Star Nation families are surrounding you at this time and calling you to come forth to your higher selves, and indeed are ready to meet you in that place, along with your ancestors who have already passed and ascended. So thank you, dear ones. Thank you, Anthony, for this time. Blessed be to all, and we will leave you at this time. Blessed be.
Blessed be.
Lovely. Oh, so nice and gentle today. Yeah. Hope that was good. Useful. Yeah.
Very good.
Okay. Love you all. We'll sign off.